This is numbers 23 through 26 on the study guide. 23 says a pirate sees a sunken treasure that is 100 feet below the water. So let's put him on a boat. Here's your water line. There's your treasure. And this treasure is 100 feet below the water. It says the angle depression from where the boat is to where the treasure is measures 45 degrees. So here, when we go to the treasure, it says angle depression. Remember, that's made from a ceiling and it depresses down. So that's 45 degrees. Says the pirate puts on scuba gear and decides to swim directly to the treasure. How far does he have to swim? So he's going to be swimming directly, which would be this right here. So let's redraw our right triangle. Here we've got a 45, 45, 90. This is going to be 100, and this is x. So remember, with a 45, 45, 90, this would be 100, this would be 100, and then this x here would be 100 square root of 2. So there is your answer. Don't forget your unit, 100 square root of 2 feet, or you could also put that in decimal form. It says Lucy, whose eye level is 4 feet from the ground. So here's Lucy. Her eye level is 4 feet from the ground. Stands 10 feet away from a tree. So here's the tree. And from her line of sight, she's looking at an angle of elevation of 40 degrees to the top of the tree. Now from her eyesight, she's also going to be 10 feet away here. And she's looking to the top, which puts an angle of elevation of 40 degrees. We're trying to find out how tall the tree is. So let's find out how tall this part of the tree is first. So if we take our right triangle here, there's our right angle. This is 40, 10. We're trying to find this x. Notice that this is opposite, this is adjacent. So we want to use tangent of opposite over adjacent. Oops, I totally forgot the angle. Let's try that again. Tangent of 40 is equal to the opposite of 40 over its adjacent, x. And now we're going to multiply both sides by 10 to move that away from the x. So x is going to be 10 tangent of 40, and that's what I'm going to put in my calculator, 10 tangent of 40. And that means I'm going to get approximately 8.4 for x, feet. But don't forget, that was just this part of the tree. We still have to add her height of 4 feet here to get the total length of the tree. So if we add 4 here, then we're going to get 12.4 feet total for the height of the tree. On number 25, we've got some points here, and whenever you have points, you should always plot them. So we're going to plot the point 4, 1, so that's going to be called M. We're going to plot the point negative 1, 1, that's going to be called A. And we're plotting the point 4, negative 3, that's going to be called P. And we're trying to find the angle here. So before we find an angle, let's find some side lengths here. If we count here, we've got 1, 2, 3 units to get here, 4 units long. So this here in our right angle is 4 units long. And then if we count this way, from this point to this point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units this way. And what we're trying to find, if this is A, M, and P, is angle MAP. That's this angle. So notice here, that would be opposite, and this is adjacent, which means we're doing tangent. Tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. To solve for theta, we're going to move tangent this way. So theta is equal to the inverse tangent of 4/5. And so inverse tangent of 4/5 is going to give me roughly, to the nearest degree, 39 degrees. It says, what is the area of a square with a diagonal that measures 15 units? So remember, a square, if we write that diagonal, is going to give me a 45, 45, 90, and that's going to be 15 for the diagonal. So to find a leg, remember we take that 15 and we divide it by the square root of 2, so that way we can actually get what a side length is. So when we do that and rationalize it, we get 15 square root of 2 over 2. That's one leg here, 15 square root of 2 over 2. To find the area, we do a leg times, or a side times a side. So we're actually going to be multiplying this times itself. So let's go ahead and clean this up then. 15 times 15 would give me 225 times square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2 over 2 times 2 is 4. So if we clean all that up and multiply by 2, divide by 4, we're going to get 112.5 units squared.